All right, man. Let's talk about Demetrius Andrade telling David Benavidez to sign the contract. I don't know if Benavidez getting cold feet or whatever. He had a decision to make between David Morrell and Demetrius Andrade. Shocked us all that he chose Demetrius Andrade because it seemed like it was already a commitment there to fight. Um, uh, David Morrell. But obviously, Morrell is high risk, low reward. Demetrius Andrade, at least it's a little bit of reward there. And he going around telling Benavidez that dog need to sign the contract. So check out the Boxing News playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hitting all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. So Demetrius Andrade tells Benavidez they've been invested signed the contract. So he says that's all that what his opinion that's what his that's what his opinion. I don't think I'm looking like Caleb Plant as far as overall tools and ability that can do when the pressure is on. Demetrius Andrade, the fight happened about Benavidez, but didn't hit gas out in the second half of their fight, same way Caleb Plant did last March. If he feels like Caleb Plant was a good stepping stone for him to say, we are ready for Andrade, I guess it's a compliment. I want the same ring as Plant. I think he's talking about this the size of the ring. 54, 60, 68. I've been daring to be great. It's going to be a great fight. We're going to put on the show. May the best man win, of course, but it ain't going to be easy. That's what I'm saying. My part of the agreement was coming over to PBC and Showtime and saying, yeah, said Andrade when asked if he signed his part of the agreement to fight Benavidez. So slow it down. So he had to come over to PBC. At one point, he was just Showtime. Don't forget that. At one point, a lot of this time, he was just Showtime. I think Kobe said it was. I think it was Kobe said he was going to the fights, and they was just saying that he was exclusively signed to Showtime, and a lot of the media members that's pro PBC was kind of saying versus Nicholson fight that Andrade was terrible, he was boring, and they that's why they allow certain media to get in there to push narratives, but they narratives don't work because you got real players like me on the internet that's gonna tell you don't be believing nothing that they be saying, don't be believing the narratives that they push. They push a narrative not even to get paid. They push narratives for credentials. Well, I guess with access you can get paid. So that's why they push certain narratives. And the media members push certain narratives. They trying to discourage y'all from supporting Terrence Crawford and telling y'all Crawford hadn't fought nobody. Instead of y'all using y'all own brain and researching, y'all believed it and y'all got the whoop-de blam. And y'all got the whoop-de blam. And I told y'all what it was. This is just what they do. You know, this is just what they do, bro. And then y'all want to believe me, man. They doing this they doing PBC's dirty work, media and promotion and marketing wise. To try to discourage you and stuff. But guess what? If they have to get in the ring with some of these dudes, the truth always come to the light. The truth always come to the light. Ain't no if and buts about it. The media can play only so many games. You know, that's why I look at stuff for what it is. I really ain't listening to what people really been saying. If I do listen to what they really saying, I'm looking at their body language and stuff of that nature. You know, and how they delivering it. But then I'm looking at their actions too. But apparently he had to come over to PBC to get the fight. So he should have did that years ago. And I think we all pointed that out years ago. That should have been his move. But hey, it is what it is. Eddie Hearn helped him tremendously with his previous deal because he owed them Italians a bunch of money. Allegedly. And Eddie Hearn was helping paying them off. Excuse me. So yeah, Eddie Hearn was helping paying all that, help pay all that off. So Oh, he had to come over and sign the agreement. We knew that was something that he was eventually going to have to do, and he had to do it. So, but instead of these dudes working together, building boxing, everybody want to do their own thing. See, PBC could be even greater if they use everybody as a resource. I understand they tried to sue you and shit, and Bob got the hating out the blue back when y'all was on HBO. But if we gonna survive as humans too, we gonna make it through this tough stretch that we going through. We gonna have to depend on each other. We gonna have to learn to trust and build with each other. That's some real spoil right there. But he say they're both good. They're both good in their eyes. Excuse me. They're both good in their own ways. I'm not here to break things down. Jamel Charlo knows to do how to do things from the outside, not as well inside. Benavidez is really good on the inside, but not much on the outside, said Andrade when asked to compare Benavidez to Charlo. It depends on the type of fight. Styles make fights. And the thing about me, I can't go into the ring and fight any style. I need to win. I believe if David Benavidez hurries up and signs his contract, we're going to see who's the best at 160. I think maybe 168. That's what I believe. Call Benavidez, call him, find him, said Andrade when asked what's the hold up and Benavidez not signing the contract. So there you go. So maybe he gonna probably turn around and fight David Morale or some shit like that. You know, So you never know. You know. So I mean, it's Benavidez seen what happened to Crawford. See what happened to these ninjas across the street beating that ass. You know. You know. So hey, but there you have it, bro. I mean, I think he eventually signed his contract. It could be a hold up with Al Heyman. You never know. Al could be saying, sign this contract, and it could be be a four fight deal attached to it or something like that. So I don't know what it is, but apparently Benavidez don't know neither. Maybe he did turn his contract in, and Benavidez just ain't, or Andrade just ain't got the good word yet. So that could be something to be looked at as well too. So, but sound like he training already. He looking sharp in training already. Um, he look big. He look strong. He look fast. He look sharp. And some of his training footage with Andre Rozier. So I mean, I really do think that it's a good fight. I'm pulling for Andrade. I like Benavidez. So I wouldn't be disappointed if he won, but I always been an Andrade fan first. I mean, Benavidez was a kid when Andrade was fighting, so I want to see him get his just due. Unfortunately, it don't look like the winner of this fight gonna get Canelo Alvarez neither. So it is what it is. I just saying that's what it looking like, and things can change, as we all know in the sport of boxing. But I mean, it's gonna be a good fight. But a synopsis of Charlo and Benavidez is spot on. One is a good fighter on the outside, and one is a good fighter on the inside. And the other one, Jamal, ain't good on the inside, and Benavidez ain't so good on the outside. But Benavidez so big that he'd cut that gap on your ass off and make him, and he gonna take your punishment and take your punches, and then he gonna put it back on you. Then he gonna put it back on you. So that's why with Benavidez, you really gotta take your time and take your time and not panic and pick your shots and work up and down, up and down. And when he get to throwing, you gotta punch with him. How Crawford was catching and shooting with how Crawford was catching and shooting with Errol Spence and all that. That's how you gotta fight him. And punch with his punches. And I'd be working his body like a mug. All my true power shots, I rip the body. All my true power shots. I rip that body. I tear his core out the frame, my ninja. You know, and I seen in Demetrius Andrade sparring footage, he was switch hitting. You know, we know he's a natural orthodox, but he fought at the southpaw position. So, you know, I think he's ready for his opportunity. Hungry, long time coming. The clock is ticking down on him. Don't have a lot of wear and tear on his body, but you know, we'll see if David Benavidez signed the contract and my coach Malachi Floyd boys. We'll see if he signs the contract. But you know, like that the Barge song, only time will reveal. Only time will reveal. What Pac say? You know, who can you trust? Only time will reveal. That was the last video he shot. He died like what, a day or two after shooting that toss it up video. Love it when you toss it up. That last verse he went in on Dr. Dre though. He was mad, but you know, Dre had a vision. And sometimes when you got a vision, you know what you're doing, you got a plan, people around you gonna fall out like flies. They're gonna say, are you crazy? Why are you gonna do that? You know, are you sure? Are you insane in the membrane? You know, but you know what you're doing and trust the process. Don't let people talk you out of following your dreams, but hey, following your plan too. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Um, Venmo, we everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Check out the Box News playlist for more stuff like this, more videos like this. One time for the one time piece.